Uh, how we doing, guys? Just while we're logging in, Peanut, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Bear with me 2 minutes, guys, while I just get this avocado in. Prince, Nathan, how we doing? Yeah, well, I wish I was, buddy. Wish I was. Feel terrible. Right. Okay. Avocado's in. Right, let's just say hello to everyone quickly while you're all in there. Pablo, Eddie, Rush, how we doing? Peter Cole, good afternoon. Right, let's take a look at the markets. Let's remove everything from gold. I'm not sure anything's going to look too appetizing right now, looking at this chart. Uh, so, right, house rules. Um, Price action trader. Only look at gold, NASDAQ, and DAX. Um, don't talk about smart money concepts. Don't talk about fair value gaps, order blocks, orbs, anything else I've missed. I'm not sure. Um, It is a hey Cleggy. It is a friendly live. Okay, so no no harassing of fellow people on the stream, no putting down. We're all here to achieve the same thing, which is consistency and money from the market. Whether that means we take a trade or not is totally dependent on the market. What I do want you to see is the process that I follow on a daily basis, which is repeatable, it's easily taught, and it's a way for you to get consistent. If you don't have consistency yet, then if you like the way that I explain things and the way that I put things across, then in theory you should be attending these every day. Or if you can do more, then at least join the membership. Details of the membership. Don't use trend lines, Mikey. Just horizontals and price action. But again, uh, it's not that they're wrong, it's just what I use. Okay. Today's stream probably going to be about an hour tops. I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm here to make sure that I don't let you down. But at the same point, it's not going to be a massive stream. Let's have a look. Thursday, obviously we've got there's core retail sales as well. So we've got start the daily. Okay, so daily gold spot. Where if we break yesterday's low, let me just mark that on. So I'm just going to put um, hi guys, how we doing? So daily after yesterday's big push up taking out the highs, all we're doing is sinking. So let's see what the 4 hour structure looks like. Okay. Next support is down here at 33.12. Hourly, same structure. 30-minute. Okay, well we've broken. If we break that low, what do we have? So we've closed below. What's the low? 22. Okay, it's a bit scrappy. I'm going to leave the cells alone. I'm going to leave the cells purely because it's a little bit scrappy. In order for me to look for a buy, What have we got? 27.89. So there's 30 pip range. So I could look for buys above here. Buys above 33.27. Let's call it 28. That's a 9. 28. I'm currently in a buy targeting 33.36. Hi Slinky, how are we doing? OH, good afternoon. Hey Vic, how are we doing? Okay, so what we need to look at is how can we, where's clean range, where's clear traffic? So the easiest and cleanest sort of range for me to look at right now is above this short-term resistance here. So let's put this on the top. News, we've got 130, major news, and that is USD. Oh, 1330. We've got unemployment and 1330. We've got retail sales. So these are news events that will actually create volatility in gold and NASDAQ. Harry, how are we doing? Gold heading towards 3306. Yeah, potentially, but it's got a few barriers to break if it's going to do that. And likewise, if it's going to head to 3336 up here, 3335. So where we currently sit for me right now, this is no man's land. Not interested in anything here. Let's just do that for now. So I'm looking for a breakout above 33.28 or potential breakout short below yesterday's low at 33.19. So let's have a look at, let's go to the NASDAQ. Just looking at these charts, there's nothing that's really jumping out at me. Obviously, we know NASDAQ is, this was all-time highs. I would look for sells underneath here. So, oh, can't spell. Sells below 22,930. Yeah, so uh, so what I'm gonna need in order for this, I don't like any longs here. So it'd be long above the highs. 22,993. Check DXY. I'm off, pal. All the best. Okay, buddy. Nice one. Okay, so I'm intrigued when people say to me, check the DXY. Harry, why do you want me to look at the dollar index? So just if you can let me know why you want me to have a look at the dollar index, please, buddy. Hi, Leo, Bez, Mr. Q. Because you do realize that the dollar index is a very, what's the way of saying it, outdated way of looking at the dollar. So the dollar index in principle is made up of 57% of the euro, 17, I think around 16 or 15% of the Japanese yen, 13% of the pound, a little bit of the Swedish krona, a little bit of CAD, a little bit of Swiss, and that's it. So in theory, you're just looking at a chart of euro dollar primarily. So if you want to look at the dollar index, the best way of doing it would be create yourself a little watch list like where is it? USD strength, and just look at all the major markets against the US dollar. Look at gold, look at 10-year yields, look at bonds, and see how the market is moving independently on each one. And if the dollar's up against all of them, you'll know it's dollar strength. If the dollar's down against all of them, you know it's dollar weakness. If it's up against a majority of them, then you're seeing dollar. And you can do this for every market. So, for example, you could do it with all the euros, all the pounds, and this way you get to find which market is actually strong and which one's weak. Uh, is the NASDQ on a sell right now? Let's go back to our watch list. Potentially, we need a close below. But we also need to wait for the news. I don't want to be jumping in just yet with the news coming out in 13 minutes. Uh, prefer to look at a heat map. Yeah, sure, Rob. I mean, create your own heat map, but there's a very simple way you can create a heat map. So, for example, you could just look at something like this and use a mechanical system and just identify the last swing highs and swing lows using 5 candlesticks. So when you've got a low, you need to see 2 higher lows to the left and um, 2 higher lows to the right, and vice versa. If you want to have a high formed, you want the same thing. So you have this kind of shape where it's markets created downrange candles followed by uprange candles. Hi Mark, hope all is well. What's your personal bias for gold today? I'm seeing shorts. Yeah, look, I mean the market is $24 down today, so obviously your sort of like daily bias is short. But I don't see any nice clear traffic to work with at the minute. Um, I'm just looking at that gold chart. Why? Mm, yeah, yeah. I mean, look, I definitely see shorts to the downside, but or selling to the downside, but I don't see any way of getting into it unless we break and close below yesterday's low. So that's going to be my game plan. Unless we get a spike up and a rejection of these levels, I could trade a false break back down. Or if we get a close above these levels that I've highlighted, I'll be looking for longs. God, I feel bloody awful. Harry, oh, what is a heat map? Okay, so I missed your question. So it would be something like if you want a free one, there's let me see. Usually, most brokers will have a heat map. Let me see if I can find. Uh, bear with me a second, guys. I'm just trying to. So you could use something like that, where you can see that euro is the strong, Swiss franc is the strongest with a +7, euro is the strongest with a +5. The weakest is Japanese yen. So and CAD with a -4 and USD with a -3. So in theory, you'd be buying euro and Swiss and selling CAD, dollar and yen against both of those. So in theory, your best chart to buy would be Swiss yen based off this heat map. Um, so if you were to look at Swiss yen, let's have a look. Open list. that was saying buy Swiss yen. So if we look at this on a higher time frame, my bias would be looking for longs above here. Junior, I'm in a buy right now. What's that on? Okay, so we're waiting, guys. So apologies, I got the hiccups here. Yeah, I won't be doing anything. You could take this here, but I mean, to be fair, you've got support formed. If the news wasn't coming out based off price action, if we break the high of this candle, I expect price to push up to where we are. But because of the news, I'm not taking anything right now. I use VT markets, can't find it there. Okay. Um, if you just Google heat maps or strength and weakness matrix for markets, you'll be able to find a couple. Oh, right, we've got 8 minutes, guys, until the news. See what's going on with the DAX. DAX shorts. Okay, let's get rid of these. I'll put them back on in a second. DAX long above there, and realistically, we're going to look for shorts there. So this bit is a no trade range for me. Can't see many options today, but you never know. The news may assist. Sells. Okay. A lot of likes coming in today. Junior, are you referring to gold, NASDAQ, or what in terms of your buys? Um, I think he was referring to gold. Okay. Well, if he was in a buy and he just bought, he'll be doing all right. Uh, any questions while we're waiting for the news? Hi, Terence. How you doing? Hi, Steve. So let's see what happens with this. Are we going to spike up? Are we going to stay flat? Is it going to sink? Um, where did I pull that heat from? That was markets made clear. But if you just Google it, how do you find when to enter in a trade? So it all comes down to the structure I'm looking at, the time frame I'm looking at. So in this instance, I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame. So here I would need a 15-minute candle to close above the level, and then I would need a pullback, so the next candle to create a bottom wick, and then I would buy above the high. So if I pull in the rules on the screen, breakout long, there you go. That's what I need to happen. God, there is no air in this office today. Doesn't help that I feel garbage as well. Zissa, thank you for sharing the sharing the live. So does that make sense, those rules there, Harry? Yeah, so I need it to close above 33.28, then I need the next candle to wick down, and then I'll buy above the high of the candle that closed above the level. Yeah, so nice and simple. But just remember, we have to wait for the news. And so if the news comes out and it just shoots up, then we don't get a trade. If it closes above and the news comes out and it shoots down, then we can still buy above the high. Oh. Pardon my question. What is your advice on BTC USD? No idea, buddy, to tell you the truth. I'll have a look at it in a minute. Uh, I can have a look now, but I don't do anything with cryptos. Hmm. Well, well, looking at price action, I would be waiting for price to break here. So if price got below 116,000, there's sells on. Oh, God, sorry guys. I'm not gonna stay on long. Literally, I'll wait for the news and then I'm gonna head off. Feel absolutely awful, guys. So I do apologize. It's not gonna be a long session today. Just staring at the screen and trying to talk is an effort, to say the least. Uh, CHOCH. Uh, I I guess you're talking smart money concepts there, so I'm not quite sure if that's does that mean change of structure or oh God, someone give me a new lease of life today. I'm feeling it's suspected shingles of all things. Shingles, what's that? Do I need right, okay, gold. Right, so we didn't get a close above, and so gold is nil and void for me now. Ah, lovely. Right, gold's dropping and dropping quite quickly looking at my broker. Ah, there we go. We've broken yesterday's low. Let's see if it stays below there. Now, and it's still going looking at the broker's data. One of my members just said, "What's just happened to gold?" He obviously forgot that the news was out. Yeah, spreads will be big through news events. Spreads will always widen. Okay, guys, there's nothing happening here for me. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm gonna call it a day. This is I do apologize, but not feeling 100%. So what I'll do is I'll be back tomorrow, fingers crossed. I'll schedule a live stream for 1 o'clock tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it for today. So guys, apologies. I tried. I tried for you. But yeah, no trades for me now. All right, guys, take care. Thanks, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.